Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release your foot. Bring both feet together, wide bound angle. Inhale. Exhale. Place your right hand on your right inner thigh. Just use it to press your thigh down. Lift your left foot up towards the ceiling like a half happy baby. So as soon as you do this, this knee is going to want to come up. You can see mine raised. Just gently and try to press it down. Nothing too harsh. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more inhale. Give your foot a squeeze. Exhale, release. Both feet to the floor. Place a hand to your heart and a hand on your belly. Inhale. Exhale. Bring both knees together. Soles of your feet down. Catch right underneath your knees. You can take a couple of rock and rolls to bring yourself up to seated. Cross your ankles. Roll onto your hands. You can come through the tabletop if you'd like, or you can make it a lot quicker and jump right back to your down dog. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Take two more nice big rounds of breath. You can pedal out your feet, walk out your knees, walk out your heels. Look at your hands. Just walk your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. You can tap your shins. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees and reach arms back. And sweep arms forward and up for your fierce or chair pose. Now settle in this chair pose. Sink your hips, pull your core in. Take a full round of breath. Inhale, straighten legs and reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Pull your belly in, knit your ribs in, and reach up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your back foot and find your warrior two. Just gaze forward past your front fingertips. Nice strong warrior, step your knee over your ankle, press it out. Flip your front palm and revolve your warrior. Reaching for the back of the room. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand on the outside of your knee to keep it in. So you don't want this knee to fan out. Nice long spine, twist from your core, peek up. Release your left hand down, step back, down dog. Take a full round of breath. Shift forward to your high plank. Drop your knees and lower yourself all the way down. Then come into a cobra. So today we're going to route all our belly back bends through our flows. So in each flow, in each vinyasa, we're going to pause and take a prone back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. You can press back up to the tabletop or tuck your toes and press right up to the down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome, and round your spine. Exhale, right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Peek forward. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Keeping hips low, sweep forward and up, fierce or chair pose. Take thumbs back towards the back of the room. Keep your ears between your biceps and settle. Inhale, straighten legs and reach up. Bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to come into a tree and add a little hip engagement. So we'll hold our knee at the top. Shift weight into your left foot and bring your right knee up to 90. Then take your knee over to the right. Now without leaning over to the left, pick your right knee up. Work those hip flexors, lift your right knee up. See if you can lift it a little higher, stand tall. Now bring your right foot into your thigh, calf, or ankle. Whatever arm variation serves you. You can bring hands to heart center. You can flip palms, flip fingers, and reach palms up. Whatever works for you. Just find your dancers.
Emily, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I think I was muted. Okay, you couldn't hear me the whole time? Okay.
Just for us. Like,
just for a second. Oh, okay, good. All right, sorry everyone. Come into your dancers, come back in if you need to. Just find it. Lift. And then slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Shoulders up to hip height, flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Find that rhythm of breath and movement, just working together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your strong warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach back, but keep your front knees strong. Find the opposition of the pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. Press your right hand into the outside of your knee to keep it from fanning out. Peek up. Release your right hand down, step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale forward to high plank. Drop your knees and lower all the way down to your mat. We're coming into a Sphinx pose this time. So bring your arms forward, elbows right under your shoulders. Press your forearms into the mat to lift your heart and chest. Then press the tops of your feet down and lift your knees up. Keep lifting heart and chest. Release all the way down, hands under shoulders. You can press right up to the down dog. You can always route through tabletop and come to your knees first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, pause. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Just peek at the front of your mat. Find that long spine. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward. Bend knees. Reach arms back. Hips stay low as you sweep forward and up. Fierce or chair pose. See if you can make this one a little deeper. Maybe you can make your core stronger as you settle. Straighten legs and reach up. Bring your arms down by your sides. We're coming back to our tree. You can always do hands at heart center too, if that gives you a little more stability. Lift your knee to 90, left knee to 90. Take it out to the side. Now we're gonna add that hip engagement. Stay nice and tall and lift your left hip. Keep lifting. Your left knee, I should say, lift your left knee to work your left hip. Keep lifting, lift it up, work those hip flexors. Bring your left foot into your thigh, calf or ankle. Coming into your tree, take an arm variation of your choice. Round down through your standing leg. These look nice, everyone. Take one more breath in your tree. And then slowly come back to center, knee to 90. Let's come into our dancers. Take your right arm up. Windmill your left arm back as you take your left foot back. Let them meet behind you and catch your foot in your hand. Take that pause to grow tall. You can take a full round of breath if you need it. You can take 2 rounds of breath. Whenever you feel steady and stable, start to hinge in. If you're on a carpeted floor like I am, sometimes it's a little harder to find that ankle balance if you're on a really plush surface. It's easier on a hardwood floor. Take one more breath in your dancers. Bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take that backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale, chair flat back. Exhale, send your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Strong core, strong legs. Plant your back foot. Find your warrior 2. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Reach back. Now straighten your front leg this time. You can catch your top wrist or you can bring your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. We're going to add a little dynamic movement to this. So on your inhale, reach back, give yourself a little tug. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach back. Exhale, bend. Take one more, straighten, reach back, little tug. Bend into your front knee and pause. Come back to your warrior 2. Reach forward for your bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. You can take your hand to your hip and drop your front hip like we did last week, and then reset the pose. Lift your hip, square your chest, and then take your arm up. You have the option to take a half bind, bringing your hand to your hip crease or to your low back. If you'd like, you can reach through for the full bind, reaching your arm underneath you. I'm just going to stay in the half bind today. Keep that long spine. Keep both sides of your body long, so don't let this short side, your left side, crunch in. You want to keep it nice and long. Take one more breath. Float back to foundation, bent knee triangle. Lift back up to your warrior 2. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge, right hand planted. Bring your left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach high. We're gonna add a hip stretch. It's almost like a supported side plank. So take your left hand to your hip. You can place your right hand right underneath your face if it's not quite centered. And then walk your left foot to the middle of your mat. Now press into your left hand and lift your hips. So you want to roll on that pinky toe corner, pinky toe edge of your foot on your right foot, your back foot. Lift your hips up. Maybe take your left arm back up if you feel centered. Lift. Release your left hand to your hip. Walk yourself back into the lunge. Hands frame your foot. Step back, high plank. Inhale on your high plank. On your exhale, you can drop your knees or lower all the way down to your push-up, to the mat, excuse me. Arms by your sides, lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Coming right into a full locust. Thumbs up towards the ceiling. Lift from both ends, ground through your hips, lift. Release hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Again, you can come through the tabletop or lift right to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, hover your right knee into your right elbow and pause. Now take it over to your left elbow. Now send it through for our fallen triangle. Roll onto that pinky toe edge of your right foot, lift your hips, reach forward, release your left hand down, right leg high, place it through, peek forward, step forward, and fold. Find your flat back, shoulders hip height. Fold forward, just a light bend of your knees this time, and then reach arms out from the side, reach arms all the way up, ground down through feet, lift. Hands to heart center, mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. We're gonna take a standing twist into a dynamic warrior three. Reach both arms up, bring your right knee to 90. Now take your left arm forward and your right arm back. You can catch your knee if you'd like. You can reach for your toe or your foot and take the kick out. Just try to keep your upper body nice and tall and peek back at your back thumb. Lift through your heart and chest, ground through your standing leg. Now slowly come back to center. Arms reach up, knee at 90. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, nice and slow, kick your right leg back into a warrior three or T pose. Inhale, come back up, knee to 90. Exhale, back, warrior three or T pose. Inhale, lift up. It's okay if you're shaky. Exhale, go back. So you can go through heart center or you can keep your arms by your sides. Let's take one more. Reach arms up. Release your right leg back. Arms fly to airplane arms. Pull shoulder blades together, back and down. Press your back heel back. And then slowly come back. Right knee to 90, arms reach up. Release your arms by your sides. Release your right leg down. Phew, that's a hard one. Take a full round of breath. Shake out whatever you need to. Ankles, feet, knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come all the way down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Reach and settle. Plant your back foot, find your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Now straighten your front leg. You can catch your wrist or place your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Let's add our dynamic movement. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your front leg and reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, reach back. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Take one more. Straighten, reach, little tug. Bend into your front knee and pause. Come back to your warrior two. Come into your bent knee triangle. Again, you can always take your hand to your hip, drop your hip down, and then lift it up. Square your heart and chest and lift up from there. All our bodies are different. What might work for me might not work for you, just from anatomy, from how our bones and muscles are built. You can take the half bind. You can reach through for the full bind. Stay long through both sides. Take a full round of breath. Lift back up, bent knee triangle. Come up to your warrior two. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge. You have freedom on this one. Whatever you'd like to do with your right hand. And then bring it to your hip. You can center your left hand if you'd like, and let's come back into that hip stretch or that supported side of plank. Right foot comes to center. Lift your hips up. Maybe take your top arm up. Really press down. Ground down through your right toe. Lift. Right hand to your hip. Walk yourself back to the lunge. Step back, high plank. Your choice this time. If you'd like, you can take a chaturanga. Come all the way down to a push-up. Come to the up dog and then to the down dog. Take a full round of breath. Lift your left leg high. Bring your knee to your nose, round your spine. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Take it over to your right elbow. Send it through for your fallen triangle or fallen star. Lift your hips, reach. Release your right hand down. Take your left leg high. Place it through. Long spine as you peek forward. Step forward and fold. Lift shoulders up hip height. Tap shins. Fold forward, light bend in your knees. Reach arms out, reach arms up. Cross to the top. Bring hands to heart center. Take a full round of breath. Coming back to our standing twist. Reach arms up. Left knee lifts to 90. Take your right arm forward and left arm back. You can cup your knee. You can reach for your toe or your foot and try for the kick out. Let your gaze travel back. Try to peek back at that thumb. Slowly bring yourself forward. Arms reach up, left knee to 90. Dynamic warrior 3, inhale, reach. Exhale, nice and slow, like you're moving through mud. Reach back, kick your left leg back. Inhale, knee to 90, reach up. Exhale, reach back. It's just a hinge from your hips. Left foot back. So you hinge yourself up, knee to 90. You hinge yourself back. Left leg goes straight. Let's take one more. We'll see if my ankles can handle it. Reach up. Reach back. Pause. Press back through your left heel. Find a length. Find lift in your heart and chest. And then slowly bring yourself back. Left knee to 90. Reach up. Keep that right ankle working. Arms by your sides first. Left leg down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Shake out whenever you need to. Nice job, everyone. That's a hard dynamic movement, obviously. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Keep your right foot planted this time. And just lift your arms up to a warrior 1. Then just turn your hips so that they're squared to the corner of your mat. It's like a warrior 1.5. They don't have to be forward. Then straighten your front leg and bring your arms out to a T. Coming to our straight leg triangle, reach forward. Release your left arm down. You can always use a block. You can also bring your hands to your hips. Drop your hips down if that works better for you. And then take your arm to a block or to the floor and lift up from there. Remember, your hips don't have to square as much as your shoulders. So just lift that back hip as high as it can go. And then you can square your heart and chest, your shoulders separately. Different parts of your body. They don't have to do the same thing. Take one more breath. Lift yourself up to standing. Turn your left toes in. We're coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Flip your palms up, really lift your heart and chest. Then flip your palms down, pull your core in, and hinge forward with a long spine. Release your hands down to the floor. You can always release them to a block. Keep your back nice and straight on this one. So we'll allow our backs to round on the next set, but for this one, nice long spine. You can always reach for calves or ankles. Tip into the balls of your feet and lift your hips. Take one more breath. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. You can reach arms to a T or hands to your hips as you lift yourself back up to standing. Turn your left toes forward. Just tap your warrior two. Cartwheel down to a high plank. To a lunge, excuse me, and then step back, high plank. Your choice, you can take a vinyasa from here. You can take a locust, a cobra, a sphinx. You can always lift right to the down dog and pedal it out. We're coming into a yogi squat. You have two choices here. You can lift your right leg, step it to the outside of your right hand, and then keep your hips low and step your left foot forward and sink in. Or if you'd like, you can bend your knees a lot, look forward, and hop yourself forward, and then sink in. Whichever way you get there. Press palms, lift your heart and chest. Lift a little higher. Grow a little longer, sink your hips. Release your hands. Nice and slow, lift your hips up as you walk your feet back in to about hip distance. Just take a nice forward fold, 2 or 3 breaths. You can grab elbows, you can tuck your arms behind your legs. Just let your head hang. You can shake your head yes or shake your head no. Roll it out, tip some weight forward. Come out of your forward fold, lift your flat back, tap shins. Step your left foot back. Reach arms forward and up. Come right to that warrior one. And then turn your hips to that left corner. Don't stress your hips forward. Straighten your front leg. Your choice, straight leg triangle if you'd like to reach in, or you can drop your hips first and then drop your hand. Lift your top hip, square your heart and chest, and lift your left arm up. Keep that nice long spine. Peek up. Take one more breath. Lift yourself back up to standing. Coming back to a wide-legged forward fold, turn your right toes in. Flip your palms, lift your heart and chest. Flip palms down, hinge forward. Release your hands under your shoulders. This time you can round your spine, reaching underneath your body. If you'd like, you can reach arms forward, keep a long spine, and take a wide-legged down dog. In either pose, you still want to tip weight forward and lift your hips. Take a full round of breath. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Hands to your hips or arms to a T. Lift yourself back up to standing. Turn your right toes forward. Tap the warrior two. Cartwheel down to your lunge. Step back, high plank. Your choice, chaturanga, flow. You can take a cobra, a sphinx, or a locust. We'll just meet in our down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. We're coming back to our yogi squat. So this time you can lift your left leg first if you took the step through option, and then take your right leg forward, or you can hop yourself forward, sink your hips, and lift your heart and chest. Lift a little higher. This time you have the option to play. So if you'd like, you can take your hands forward and feet back and come into a crow or a crane pose, an arm balance. If you have an inversion in your practice, you can take a headstand or a handstand. If you've never done crow and you do have a block, you can always use a block to help support your forehead, because most people are just afraid of falling on their head. Or you can use a block if you need the extra length to lift your feet up, and then you can tip yourself forward. If you have 2 blocks, you can use both. If none of those options work for you, hop back to your down dog, and we'll meet you there in a few breaths. Step, walk, or jump yourself back to your down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and lay back on your mat, laying all the way down. We're gonna come back to our wide bound angle or Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of your feet together, hand to your belly, hand to your heart. Just let your spine neutralize, let it sink towards the floor. We're coming back to the hip stretch we took in the beginning of our practice. So take your left hand to the inside of your left thigh. Take your right foot up towards the ceiling, grab the outside edge, and then just gently pull your foot down towards the floor. Trying to get your knee closer to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to your wide bound angle. Full breath in. Full breath out. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Lift your left foot up. Catch that outside edge. Give it a little squeeze down towards the floor. And always play with the angle of your hip or bring it closer to the inside or closer to the outside, especially if you feel any pinching. Just kind of feel it out until you don't have a pinch. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to your wide bound angle. Full inhale. Full exhale. Bring your knees back up towards the ceiling. Pull your knees into your chest for a double knee to chest. Take a little rock and roll side to side or make a circle. If you'd like a full happy baby, you can take one here after our half happy babies. If you'd like an extra hamstring stretch, you can kick your legs out for a straddle pose. Take what works for you. Everyone come back to the double knee to chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then send your legs long. Let your feet fall out and palms face up. Pick your shoulder blades up off your mat and pull them down away from your neck, away from your ears. Not holding any tension in your neck or shoulders. Close your eyes and enjoy your Shavasana, your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get any of my background noise, but I'll come back with 3 rings of the bell. So truly close your eyes, relax, and enjoy. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently bringing awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze and thank yourself for making it to your mat this Monday afternoon. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural, and use that arm as a support to fall to that side, coming into fetal position, our position of new beginnings. Recall your intention, purpose, or dedication from the beginning of your practice. You have the option to set a new one right here in your fetal position to take you through the rest of your Monday, or maybe even into your week. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Glance down at your fingertips or keep your eyes closed and tuck your chin. Take a big inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, let it go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. Awesome Monday practice. Everyone did great. Sorry for the lateness and the technical difficulties in the beginning.